Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Super Sign Sunday. I am super excited about this as we start a new week. We continue moving forward with this wild journey that we are all on, this journey of ascension as Mother Gaia or Earth continues her own ascension journey, and all of us also on our journeys of ascension. We are in such an exciting time, and I know though it can feel overwhelming, it can feel discombobulating, it can feel just downright utterly excruciating, right? I get it, but that's what growing pains are. We are all in the midst of massive transformation, massive growth. I mean, again, that's what this journey of ascension is all about. And for those who may be new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, we talk about all things self-love empowerment, which ranges from those of us on a healing twin flames journey, all the way to manifestation, ascension, inner child healing, shadow work, all that which is an aspect or facet of the self-love empowerment journey. And a twin flame journey, just so you know, in case you don't yet, a twin flame journey is very much anchored in a self-love empowerment journey. Your twin is your same soul blueprint in someone else. It is your counterpart in someone else. You're the other whole soul of an oversoul, which you both share. So then, of course, a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey. And the only way, anyway, to ever align for union, to come into union with your twin, is through coming home to union within yourself. Yep. And that's what we do here at Empowerment Experiences. We look for and we find our power all along that which is our self-love empowerment journey, which is a journey of finding our power through learning to love that which is the self. And with that, shall we dive into this week's Super Signs Sunday and see where we are? I know this last week with the full moon, which is this evening, well, tonight, tomorrow night, and of course Monday evening, I always go by the night before, the night of, and the night after. All of the energies are at their peak during that time. Even when I do my manifesting moon ritual as my group or individually, if I do it myself, because we do not do the manifesting moon ritual. It's an entire process that includes the new moon through the entire moon cycle, including a new moon ritual and a full moon ritual, each, in their own energies and intentions for what we are focusing on for each of those experiences. And right now we are in that space with the full moon where, the fears are being amplified, your emotions are probably out of control. You may have found yourself, fine one minute, next minute you're a crying mess and you're not even quite sure why, or you're crying over something that you're sitting here going, why am I crying over this? This isn't something to be crying over. But yet you find yourself in that place, right? Where even maybe your anger is amplified. You may be more tired than usual, although that can be challenging to gauge because this entire journey, these last 2 years, this journey of ascension is definitely going to be feeling draining at times because, and especially if you're not doing that self-care, aka self-loving throughout this journey, we get so caught up in the doing, and that's where we are, is creating that balance in our own lives so that we're not in that perpetual cycle of doing, that we're again coming home to ourselves. And that is very much what I feel this Super Sign Sunday energy is about. It is about, again, focusing on coming home to yourself and taking that time to disconnect, to reconnect, realizing that your power is inside you, nowhere else, unless you give it to something outside of you, or even giving it to your own mind within yourself. And that is, again, what this self-love empowerment journey is about, is reclaiming your power from all areas in your experience that you have given it away to, even and most often subconsciously or unconsciously, because of what you were programmed about yourself. That was such a mouthful all of a sudden there. I had to kind of catch my breath. And with that, let's ask, what is it that we are being asked to focus on for this Super Sign Sunday, right? To be loving yourself, right? It is to allow yourself to see that strength within you. You are the one who really truly has gotten you through everything. You allowed yourself to receive support. You allowed yourself to receive guidance. You allowed yourself to move forward in your journey, to overcome things you have overcome. So it is time that you really focus on how strong you are. Allow yourself to see that strength, because that is the very thing that is going to really help you to see the magic that you can do, that you are, that you can be, that you can create, that you bring into this experience, because that is what you are. You are magic. Magic surrounds you. It is this entire experience, right? You can even consider your intuition magic, right? It's really perhaps taking that time right now to clarify for yourself what does strength look like, and in what ways can you see for yourself that you have been strong? What things and experiences and traumas have you overcome in your journey? And then in turn, when did you feel like you were magical? When did you have that moment, or those moments where you're just like, wow, that really just happened? I really just experienced that? Right? And to allow yourself to see the magic of this experience. Watch the flowers that bloom and realize that nature just flows. That's what you're being asked to do, because you are natural, right? Things we are getting back to natural. That's why the superficial things are being so amplified right now, such as the forced you-know-what and things like that happening, is because these synthetics, they separate you from your God self. They separate you from your magic. They keep you disconnected from your true power within yourself. And recognizing that you must take that responsibility to be truly loving and caring for yourself, focusing on your health, exercise, sleep, what you're putting into your body, not just in through your mouth, but in through your ears, in through your eyes, really recognizing that your responsibility over your well-being, overall well-being, is yours and nobody else's. However, when we give that power away to something outside of ourselves, we're saying, oh, I don't want to take that responsibility for my well-being, especially in the sense of wanting a quick fix, rather than looking at all of these categories, these areas in your life that fall under that self-love umbrella of saying, ooh, let me look at my health. Am I exercising? Am I getting enough sleep? What am I putting into my body? And that's when you then move into, what am I putting into my body? Well, what am I putting into my mouth? What am I putting into my eyes, in my nose, in my ears? Really looking at those things and allowing yourself, what are you taking in via your physical senses in this realm, in this experience? And then, of course, energetically looking at that as well. By all means, looking at the energetics of all of that. And that is very much where we are for this Super Sign Sunday, is allowing yourself to see things that you may not have before allowed yourself to see, because that's where we are. This is that year, 2020 year, where it is making those final choices. What are you giving your attention to? What are you giving your energy to? And in return, what are you allowing to come into your experience energetically, right? Being able to really clearly see that what you put in is what you're going to get out equally, right? It's like that equivalent there, where if you're putting shit in, unhealthy foods, you're putting an unhealthy, mind food, unhealthy, you're looking at unhealthy things, whatever that is, if that's what you're putting in, your body, everything about you is going to be unhealthy, right? You're going to have that disconnect. that dis-ease, that misalignment. So that's what this year is. That 222 right here. It's about that alignment. This is where we are. Which are you choosing, 5D or 3D? Because this is the year of that choice. This is the year, and what are you choosing? Whew. Wow. That had a little something. Ooh, well, there you go. Grounding yourself right now through this. That's very much going to be one of the activities that you can be taking, is to ground yourself right now, to really be anchoring into your energy, your truth, your knowing, and realizing that any visions and channelings that you're getting, any downloads that you're receiving that's about your path and your purpose and your soul mission here is yours, right? And when we have any outside input, it's really staying true to the vision that is yours, while at the same time allowing for inspiration to come to you and through you. But then it's recognizing what you're going to let go of, what you're just going to let come through you, right? And what you're going to actually say, hey, I actually like that idea. I am going to take your advice on that and incorporate that into my vision. Thank you so very much. And this is why right now this collaborative energy is happening. And that's even where empowerment experiences began, which will come back around, I know for certain, in terms of this massive collaborative program that was this incredible vision that I received on New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve in particular. And I'm working on creating those videos that tell you the story about where empowerment experiences came from. And there's so many facets of that led to where I am now, and I want to share that journey with you. Again, though, ground yourself on your journey. And that's why, again, what I'm going to share my journey to show you the, spaces and places and times, right, along my journey where I let someone else dictate my vision. And you better believe it threw me off. It threw me off, and I had to recalibrate and reclarify and realign myself to my vision, all right, to my magic, allowing someone else to have that power over you. Yeah, no. So I'm hearing the question, in what ways are we being asked to be reclaiming our power in regards to this self-love and focusing on your vision as your own? What is that something that, again, that's an empowerment tool that's going to, amplify that strength for you, is believing in miracles, believing in the impossible, realizing that impossible, if you read it another way, shift your perspective, it reads, I'm possible. So you are the one that is the catalyst, and you hear me say this all the time. It is about, again, coming, like we were talking about, coming back into that alignment space, recalibrating, realigning yourself, recentering yourself, rebalancing yourself, and that is what is happening right now. That's why every time you're presented with the opportunity of 5D or 3D, which are you going to choose, right? When you are given the opportunity to tune into your needs, to spend time to connect with yourself versus going out and being among external stimuli and, having that, again, it's really discerning what is best for you, what aligns you with the outcome that you desire, what aligns you with your vision, what anchors you into your magic, what allows you to feel your magic, to embody the magic that is you. Feel your strength. Again, all of this can be achieved through a grounding into this present moment, feeling into this present moment, which in turn allows you and empowers you to feel into your magic and your strength. And of course, to believe in and to know in, not just believe in, but to know in the miracles of this world. And that's going to be another thing to look at. So, right, while you're looking at what magic is, the strengths that you possess, right? What miracles have you experienced? Because we have magic and miracles right here. Magic and miracles in the same. I've never had that before. I swear to goodness, I have never had that before, where it's both magic and miracles in the same reading. Because right now, we are in this unknown space. We are in this absolute, and that is where magic and miracles actually happen. Because when we are holding on to how something looks, we are attempting to control something we don't have control over. And therefore, we are blocking all the avenues that solutions and opportunities and magic and miracles can flow in. We have to surrender how it's going to look and allow for things to flow into our experience, which means to, again, give your attention to things that feed the flow, that nurture this energetic flow, and again, looking at things that don't. And that's very much what the Super Sign Sunday is clearly being reiterated to be about, is looking beneath the surface of at a closer view of certain facets of your life, finally reaching that point where these are the things that you want to be looking at in this current energy right now where we are. Because when we clear and we pivot, that is the very thing that allows for these magic and miracles. And it, as we know, it is complete synchronistic that grounding yourself is in between here, right? Because magic and miracles, they are of nature. So when you connect with nature, when you ground yourself, when you hug a tree, literally, when you go lay in the grass, I know right now it's challenging because it is the winter months. That would be something that then you would, like I've mentioned before, a suggestion is go pot some plants, go get something and plant something in some dirt, really put your hands and your energy in some way, shape, or form, connecting with this earth, right? Be grounding yourself in some way, shape, or form of nature. Even go out on a nature walk of some kind, even in the snow or whatever that may be, and allow yourself to witness the beauty of this experience, to witness again the magic and the miracles of this realm, because what we focus on is what expands. So as long as we're focusing on magic and miracles, well, that's what we're setting our tuner for, because it is about you stepping into your goddess energy. And that is also coming up. That was even a discussion this last week with a goddess sister of mine, locally, a twin flame sister. And we were talking about stepping into that goddess energy, right? Recognizing that you are not, you don't settle. You're a goddess. And you know that you deserve what you desire. Because you are that manifester, you're that creator, you are the one that is the magic, that is here to create the magic, to bring forth her magic into this realm. And with that magic, that's again how miracles align and flow in, is when you know in the magic that is you, when you know in the miracle that is you. That is when you set your tuner for magic and miracles to flow into your realm of experience here. And that is very much what we're being asked right now, is to focus on the magic and miracles. Really, again, clarify and ask these deeper questions of in what ways have you experienced your own magic, and in what ways have you, what miracles have you experienced in your lifetime here, in this journey here. And of course, who is that goddess that you truly are? Who is she? What is she like? How does she show up in the world? What things will she no longer negotiate for herself? What are her boundaries? In fact, we dive into so much of this in my 17-day self-love empowerment challenge. With the twin flame twist, of course, twin flame is sprinkled all throughout that. However, again, I remind you, a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey on steroids, as I like to say, right? So right now, that's where you're being asked to, pivot your focus and attention away from him and on you. On you, boo. It's all about you, right? Who is that goddess within you? Because this is what it is to be coming home to union within, is to be stepping and expanding fully into that power. To be really rising and thriving on your journey, because that in turn is the very path that your divine counterpart will take, is once you are really fully anchored into your power as the goddess that you are, and you maintain that alignment regardless of what he ever does or does not do, that you are in your power, you are in your goddess self, and you're showing up as her, and you're spreading your magic and miracles all throughout this earth. like you planned to do, like you intended to do when you came here. That's it. And so with that, as the goddess that you are here to truly expand into, because that's who you are within, well, let's ask, in what ways are you being asked to shine your light as you are where you are on this journey of stepping into and expanding fully into this goddess self, your true self, the magic of you. So, oh, there we go. I'm like, this is the, again, work your light deck. Hello. All right. Card number 1. Oof. What are you clinging on to? That is exactly what it is, because you are not going to be able to step into this goddess self, this true version of yourself, if you're holding on to things that are not you, that are not your true self. And this is why, again, allowing yourself to see who you are, the magic that is you, the strength that you possess, for all the things that you are, the one constant that you have had in your life this entire journey is you. That's why last week it was about being your own best friend again, bringing that into light and realizing that it's about devotion to yourself, tuning in to that inner soul being that you truly are. Wow, that is so very much what the Super Science Sunday is about. I love this. This is so exciting. You know what? You know I love this. You know I love this. It's, again, this whole reading is about you realizing, allowing yourself to realize, to remember who you are. And that's where we are. And the only way to do that is to be, again, tuning into you, grounding yourself. Wow, how all of this connects, right? Letting go of what isn't you and tuning into, stepping into what you are. That is how you can be truly stepping into and shining your light right now, really working that light with where you are in your journey to cultivate that brilliancy of it, so that you are illuminated fully and being that leader, shining that light, illuminating the path for others to follow. And that's, wow, what it comes down to. I just saw 2222 at this exact moment. I started shuffling the cards for the Divine Masculine messages, and literally I just had 2 fall on the floor. And look, right, 2 fall on the floor, 2222 coming at me right here. And we have the one that stayed on the table is the change card. And that's what we're doing here, right? The Divine Masculine, he's going through major change in his life. That's why he's over there and you're over here, boo, because you got to be focusing on you and what you're changing through. Same with him. And that's why, again, I feel so strongly that that's what today's message is. Why today's message is about that is because he's doing his, you're doing you. So it's really allowing for yourself to see what needs to change, allowing for yourself to see what has changed. Again, what has changed? Where were you and where are you now and where would you like to go? Right? Because that's, you are the leader in this connection, and it's reminding yourself that you are that. It's reminding yourself that you are that. I thought there were 2 cards that jumped. Maybe there was just, wow. Maybe there was just 1 card. Let me actually look under here a bit more. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, right here. So 2 are the cards. That's literally what came up. And it's the flow card here. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. We are just so with like the pairs, right? Magic and miracles. We have, look, here's the flow, right? We have the 12 card, which 12 times 2 cards here equals 24. Go with the flow of this change. You've got to flow with this change, because if you resist it, right? This is the resistance here. What are you clinging on to? And this includes this very much includes in your twin flame connection. What perception of your DM are you holding on to? You have to release your 3D perspective, your 3D perception of how you see him, of how he was, in order to, hold that space for him to step into who he truly is. The same with you. That's why, again, this goddess card is here today to bring and expand the awareness of that. Oh my goodness, I am super stoked right now to look at, whoops, wrong little button there, the number 2222, and obviously we're gonna look at 12, number 2 for sure. We gotta look at that as well. Oh my goodness, here, this is so awesome. Angel numbers. So number 2, let's start with that. That's at the top here. Balance and harmony, patience, which we've been having a lot of that coming up lately, adaptability and diplomacy, partnerships and relationships. And we know that number 2 is also symbolic of that twin flame union, in the sense of 2 halves making that oversoul whole, right? And so we have that, number 2. Let's jump all the way down to 2222, which is feel calm. And there it is, a union and connection. You're on the correct path. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing for your expansion. Tune into synchronicity. There's no such thing as coincidence. Changing perception, right? Oh my God. What did I just say? Changing perception and way of thinking. Oh, mercy me. Like, that could not be more. And that technically was the first number, was 2222. Then we had number 2, which, as I've said, affirms that, bringing things into balance and harmony. Oh my gosh, courage, faith, and trust, intuition, receptivity, receptive mode, all that. Angel number 2. Let's see really quick. Angel number 12, trust the journey. We recently, I believe we had recently a number 12. Challenges are guaranteed. Be more adaptable toward life. Shift into a positive perspective. So again, today is about that what you're giving your attention to. What is your perspective on your experience? What you've got to be shifting your perspective. What are you focusing on? What are you feeding? All right. And then number 24, it's 12 times 2, is that encouragement, enthusiasm. Oh my goodness. And here it is, time for self-reflection, which is exactly very much what we're doing today, is that self-reflection time. And there's patience again, balance again coming up. So they're all interconnected. All this inner work brings that balance for you. It's bringing these things into balance within yourself, bringing your energies back into alignment. And that's what balance is about alignment. Okay. And that's exactly where we are today with this Super Sign Sunday. And I am, oh my goodness, this feels so amazing. Again, be sure to sign up for that 17-day self-love empowerment challenge, which comes along with the initial twin flame confirmation empowerment checklist, as I like to say that. It's a mouthful, I know. That's why I usually tend to leave out the empowerment part, because that is implied. And then you dive right in, a day or two after you receive that, into the challenge, and really be reclaiming your power and stepping into the twin flame goddess that you truly are, allowing yourself to be fully expressed, to shine your light, to, again, shower this world with the magic that you truly are, and be the miracle that you are. Be that miracle in people's lives, be that miracle in this world. But that is going to be you letting go of any beliefs, any things that are keeping you disconnected from this knowing in your magic and the miracle of you. And that's what this change is about. That's why both counterparts are going through this change right now. And what do we have to do for this is to be tuning into your truth, that self-reflection going on right now. So that's why we ground ourselves, right? We need to be grounding in and anchoring in and really being in this present moment to see what we need to see, what we're being asked to see, and what we ourselves are asking to see. You have to allow for that to be received. You have to hold that space, create that energetic, safe space for this knowing, these downloads, these visions, all such things that are divine to really flow in, Oh, wow, this was an amazing Super Sign Sunday. I feel absolutely great, incredible, phenomenal, so divine about today's Super Sign Sunday. And I thank you so much, Goddess, for joining me. I invite you to drop some emojis below. Say hi. I love to say hi back. I love to know you stop by because you matter, Goddess. You matter to me. And whether or not I know you personally, I know you by your soul. And I'd just like to know that you stopped by so I could say hi. I see you. I honor you. I acknowledge you. You are important. You are worthy. You are so needed here in so many ways. For whatever magic that you bring to this world, your magic is needed to facilitate the miracles you are here to facilitate while you're here. And with that, dear sweet Goddess, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I am doing live streams regular here on YouTube as well as Instagram. And yeah, so join me, join us. Let's rise and thrive together. And with that, I bid you adieu and remind you that the power for all that you desire, the power to rise and thrive, the power to shift your perspectives and release what needs releasing and tune in and see your magic and know your strength, all that power is in your hands. Because that power, it has always been inside you. Namaste.